I manifested a $3.50 raise, which led to an increase of $18,400 over time. This happened a while back. I was working on my credit, and I was working on creating a system in which I can generate income from my credit. I was doing a lot of research on the time about credit, but on this specific day, everything clicked. I knew that if I did this process, I would be able to increase my income. And in that moment, I felt a very strong emotion, because it's like all of my research, all of the work I was doing, all of the discipline I had was finally like paying off. And I just knew that in the near future, my income would increase. In the moment where everything clicked, I received a call. The call was from the owner of the company that I'm working with, and he notified me that I will be receiving a $3.50 raise. This raise was something I didn't ask for. I didn't send an email or anything. They just called me and said, you're going to be getting this. It was just kind of quote unquote random, but it wasn't a coincidence, because in the moment, something that I was already working towards and understanding, which is kind of a complicated thing. If you work with credit or you working on your credit, you know it could be complicated. Everything clicked for me, and I seen the path, I seen the timeline where my income would be increased, and the emotions that was generated from this was so powerful. And I believe this was due to the fact that everything was in alignment. My emotions, my thoughts, my imagination, my frequency. It was already shifting me to a timeline where everything was, where it led to me having an increased income. So then something met me on my way. So sometimes you just got to have the knowingness. That knowing can come from a plan. It can come from just an idea. It can come from, but the level of conviction you're able to have towards this idea coming into the physical reality, that will determine the speed and the clarity that it will manifest.